And all you maggots out there, and all you maggots out
Hello, WWE wrestling fans. Welcome to another pay-per-view pre-show. I'm your host, WWE Fan Alex Cardinale. And I'm really excited for this pay-per-view pre-show because it is my very first Saudi Arabian pay-per-view pre-show. Now, WWE has been hosting pay-per-views in Saudi Arabia since 2018, but I have never done a live video pre-show for a Saudi Arabian pay-per-view. So, WWE Crown Jewel 2021 will air live from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Eastern, and 9 a.m. Pacific in the United States on Peacock. So I'm really looking forward to WWE Crown Jewel. I like the Saudi Arabian pay-per-views. I think a lot of them are exciting and a lot of them are good. So this will be the very first pay-per-view held in Saudi Arabia since the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm glad things are slowly going back to normal and things are getting back to being where they used to be. So WWE Crown Jewel 2021 has some epic matches. The pay-per-view is being headlined by Roman Reigns defending his Universal Championship against Brock Lesnar, a battle of two Paul Heyman guys. And for the first time ever in Saudi Arabia, Crown Jewel will host a Hell in a Cell match between Seth Rollins and Edge. And we have Goldberg taking on Bobby Lashley in a no-holds-barred match, as well as the finals of the King of the Ring and Queen's Crown tournament. So Crown Jewel 2021 looks to be an epic pay-per-view tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern and 9 a.m. Pacific. So today on my very first Saudi Arabian pay-per-view pre-show, I'm going to preview WWE Crown Jewel 2021. So we're ready to get started here. Now, if you are tuned in live to our video today, feel free to post your predictions and what you want to happen at WWE Crown Jewel in the chat and in the comments, and I will share your predictions with our viewers here on today's pre-show. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Here is the official WWE Crown Jewel 2021 match card. So today, WWE announced the match that would air on the pre-show, and it's for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Usos will defend their SmackDown Tag Team titles against Raw's Hurt Business, Cedric Alexander, and Shelton Benjamin. Now for the main card, our main event is going to be for the Universal Championship, where Roman Reigns will defend his title against Brock Lesnar. For the WWE Championship, Big E will defend his WWE Championship against Drew McIntyre. Then we have a no-holds-barred match Goldberg taking on Bobby Lashley. Then we have a Hell in a Cell match between Edge versus Seth Rollins. That should be an incredible match. The SmackDown Women's Championship, we've got Becky Lynch defending her title against Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair in a triple threat match for the SmackDown Women's title. We've got the Raw Tag Team Championship match, Randy Orton and Matt Riddle defending against AJ Styles and Omos. We've got the King of the Ring finals, Finn Balor versus Xavier Woods. We've got the Queen of the Ring finals, which is Doudrop versus Zelina Vega. And we've got Mansoor versus Mustafa Ali. So 10 matches total, with one match taking place on the pre-show. And that match is the Usos defending their tag team championships against the Hurt Business. So that is the WWE Crown Jewel 2021 match card. So heading into this pay-per-view, the first Saudi Arabian pay-per-view since February of 2020, WWE and Vince McMahon wanted this pay-per-view to feel a little bit more like a pay-per-view instead of like a Saudi Arabian televised house show. And I am getting a pay-per-view feeling from this pay-per-view. So kudos to Vince McMahon and WWE for putting together an awesome match card. All right, so here is my opinion on how the pay-per-view match order should go. I think opening the show should be the King of the Ring finals between Finn Balor and Xavier Woods. I think that's a great way to kick off the pay-per-view. Finn Balor and Xavier Woods could definitely open the show with some incredible action. The next match that would follow that would be for the WWE Championship. It would be Big E defending against Drew McIntyre. It would be a battle of some awesome WWE superstars. And I think having the WWE Championship match following the King of the Ring finals is a great way for WWE to push Big E as a WWE champion. The next match will be the first women's match of the evening, which would be the Queen of the Ring finals, or the Queen Crown Tournament, whatever they're calling it. Doudrop versus Zelina Vega. Then after that, I would do the Raw Tag Team Championship match between Randy Orton and Riddle against AJ Styles and Omos. The next match I would do is the No Holds Barred match between Goldberg and Bobby Lashley. I think Goldberg and Lashley could be a great match. Then we've got Mansoor versus Mustafa Ali. That should be the match that follows Goldberg and Bobby Lashley. Then I would do the SmackDown Women's Championship match, Becky Lynch against Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair in a triple threat match. And then the second main event, the match that should be second from last, is the Hell in a Cell match between Edge and Seth Rollins, because this feud has been going on since before Money in the Bank, and also since Money in the Bank. And I think Crown Jewel is going to be the final match of this feud and the finale of this feud. So it should be the second main event, and it should be a nice long match. And of course, the final match of the evening will most likely be for the Universal Championship, and it will be Roman Reigns defending against Brock Lesnar. That, in my opinion, is how WWE should book Crown Jewel. All right, now I want to get into my Crown Jewel 2021 predictions. So, here are my Crown Jewel predictions. I think the Usos will retain their SmackDown Tag Team Championships against the Hurt Business on the pre-show. I'm not sure why the Hurt Business are challenging for the SmackDown Tag Team titles since they are on Raw, but it should be a good match. I predict Finn Balor will win the King of the Ring tournament. I think he will be King of the Ring 2021. I think he will be WWE's 2021 King. And I think Finn Balor is definitely the right man to win this year's King of the Ring. Big E is definitely going to retain his WWE Championship since Drew McIntyre has been drafted to Friday Night SmackDown on Fox. But I think Big E and Drew McIntyre will have a hell of a classic match. I think Zelina Vega is going to win the Queen's Crown tournament and become the very first Queen of the Ring. I think RK Bro are going to retain the Raw Tag Team titles. There really is no reason to have them drop the titles now. They're doing a good job as Raw Tag Team Champions. Now, I think Goldberg is going to win his no-holds-barred match against Bobby Lashley. Since this is a non-title match, I think it's only fitting that Goldberg wins because Lashley cannot lose steam by losing to Goldberg in a non-title match. And Lashley is no longer WWE Champion anyway. Mansoor is definitely going to beat Mustafa Ali since it's in Saudi Arabia. So I see Mansoor getting the victory. I think the only title change that will happen at Crown Jewel is Sasha Banks regaining the SmackDown Women's Championship because SmackDown will need a women's champion since Becky Lynch has been drafted to Monday Night Raw as the SmackDown champion and Charlotte Flair has been drafted to Friday Night SmackDown, but she's the Raw Women's Champion. So I think Sasha Banks wins this match to keep the SmackDown Women's Championship on SmackDown. And I think Edge will get the victory inside Hell in a Cell. I think Edge definitely needs the victory more than Seth Rollins, but it should be a great match. And although, as much as I want Brock Lesnar to win the Universal Championship, I think Roman Reigns is going to somehow, some way, stay Universal Champion for now. I think Roman Reigns will win this match, and it'll eventually lead to a rematch. So those are my predictions for WWE Crown Jewel 2021. Now I'm going to talk about what I think will happen at WWE Crown Jewel 2021. I think Goldberg's son, Gage Goldberg, will get involved in the match somehow between between Bobby Lashley and Goldberg. This feud has been hyped up by the appearance of Gage Goldberg at SummerSlam, and I think Gage Goldberg will get involved in this match, as well as the Hurt Business. I think this will be a match with some involvement from the Hurt Business and Gage Goldberg, but in the end, I think Goldberg is going to get the victory, and he's going to defeat Bobby Lashley to end this feud. It's one of the very few feuds that has a personal touch to it for Goldberg, because not many of Goldberg's feuds have that personal touch or that personal issue going into his feud. So I think this is an awesome feud so far, and I think Bill Goldberg will get the W with some help from his son. Now, I think Edge and Seth Rollins are definitely going to destroy each other inside Hell in a Cell. It should be an epic match, and this is definitely going to be the final match between Edge and Seth Rollins. And I think Edge is going to win this match to end the feud because Edge won at SummerSlam, Rollins won on SmackDown inside Madison Square Garden, and I think Edge should come out the victor in this feud. I don't think it's going to hurt Rollins in the long run if Edge gets the W here. I won't be mad if Rollins gets the victory, but I think Edge definitely needs the victory here, considering that Seth Rollins invaded his home, broke into his home, and made this a personal rivalry, more personal than it has been before. So I think Edge is going to take all that anger and really injure Seth Rollins inside the Hell in a Cell and win this match. Now, a lot of people may agree with me about the SmackDown Women's Championship match, or they might disagree with me, but I think Becky Lynch is going to lose the title. I think either Sasha Banks wins the championship to keep it on SmackDown, or what they might do, they'll add Raw Women's Champion Charlotte Flair to the match, making it a fatal four-way match. And either Bianca wins the match and wins the titles, or Becky wins and Becky retains her SmackDown Women's Championship. So it's really hard to tell what WWE's decision is regarding the two women's championships on Raw and SmackDown. But if Becky does win, then definitely I think we're going to get a title swap like they did last year with the tag team titles. I think Becky will swap the SmackDown Women's Championship with the Raw Women's Championship. But hopefully something interesting happens tomorrow at WWE Crown Jewel. And the last thing that I think will happen at Crown Jewel is Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar will have a war. I think it's going to be an all-out war, a physical match with both sides getting some heavy moves in and some heavy offense. But I expect the Usos to get involved somehow. Maybe they allow Reigns to get an early advantage, but then eventually Brock Lesnar will take care of the Usos and give them F5s. But the thing that I'm most looking forward to is Paul Heyman's involvement. What will Paul Heyman do? Who will Paul Heyman betray? Will it be Brock Lesnar, his longtime client, or Roman Reigns, his current client and the current Universal Champion? I think Heyman will physically get involved in the match, hitting one of the superstars, and ultimately Paul Heyman will either get hit with a spear or a Superman punch or an F5. I think either Reigns or Lesnar will hit a finishing move on Paul Heyman. I think this match either ends in a double countout or a disqualification. Why do I say that? Well, it's been rumored that this feud, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, is expected to continue heading into 2022, and it's expected to be the main event of WrestleMania 38 in Dallas, Texas. So I think there's going to be some sort of a crappy finish. Maybe it's a disqualification or a count out, something along those lines. But we won't see Brock Lesnar again until Royal Rumble time. I think Brock Lesnar wins the Royal Rumble and challenges Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. And we get a face Lesnar defeating Reigns at WrestleMania 38 in Dallas. That is good storytelling, and that is good booking. And I think that's what WWE is going with here at Crown Jewel. I don't think we're going to get a decisive victory by Reigns or a decisive victory by Brock Lesnar. I could be wrong. I could definitely be 100% wrong. But I think Vince is finally thinking long term, and I think he's looking ahead to WrestleMania 38. And if he does a crappy finish, Crown Jewel, Lesnar can return at the Rumble, win the Rumble, and then challenge Reigns and overcome Reigns at WrestleMania and win the championship. So I'm looking forward to Crown Jewel tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern and 9 a.m. Pacific for everybody in the United States on Peacock. My last topic for Crown Jewel tomorrow is the matches that I am looking forward to at WWE Crown Jewel 2021. The first match that I'm looking forward to is one of the best matches that WWE Raw is bringing to Crown Jewel 2021. And that is Bobby Lashley taking on Goldberg in a no-holds-barred match at Crown Jewel. Now, I'm not a huge Goldberg fan, but I have taken a liking to this feud, and it's one of Raw's better feuds heading into this big pay-per-view. I think Goldberg and Lashley will have a hell of a physical battle and a physical match, and it should be a really good one. The next match that I'm looking forward to is the very first Hell in a Cell in Saudi Arabia between Seth Rollins and Edge. I'm interested to see how the finish comes to play and who wins the feud. A very hard-fought feud and a very good feud, perhaps the best feud of 2021. The next match I'm interested in and looking forward to is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Who gets the victory, and will WWE add Charlotte Flair to this match? That is a very interesting scenario, and I can't wait to watch it tomorrow on Crown Jewel. And of course, the match that everybody, including myself, is looking forward to, and that is the Universal Championship main event between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. What role will Paul Heyman play in this match? Find out tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time and 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time in the United States of America on Peacock, and for everyone outside of the United States on the WWE Network. So those are the matches that I am looking forward to at WWE Crown Jewel. What matches are you looking forward to? Let me know in the comments below, and I will share your matches that you're looking forward to with all of our audience that is tuned in live here on our live stream. So, are there any WWE Crown Jewel rumors to be aware of? So a few minutes before I went live, I did some research, and I really couldn't find much of anything, but there might be 2 returns at WWE Crown Jewel. Keep in mind, these are just rumors, so please don't be upset if they do not happen. But Undertaker has been spotted in Saudi Arabia. Today, he introduced Pitbull to an event that kicked off one of the seasons that Saudi Arabia has. So Undertaker is definitely possible to appear at Crown Jewel. He's in the same exact city where Crown Jewel is being held, so he could make an appearance at WWE Crown Jewel 2021. And the last rumor that I ran across is that there could be a superstar getting involved in the Hell in a Cell match between Seth Rollins and Edge. And that superstar is none other than WWE Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix. There's a rumor going around that Beth Phoenix will be involved in the finish. She will low blow Rollins and help Edge win. That is the rumor that is going around for the Hell in a Cell match. I don't know how true that is. We'll have to watch and find out. But if that is true, I think that's a great way to end the match, considering how Rollins invaded their house. So those are the rumors that I came across. We'll have to see if they come true or not. But I think if they do, it will make for an awesome pay-per-view. All right, that is my pay-per-view pre-show for WWE Crown Jewel. I see that we have a lot of live viewers. I want to thank everybody who tuned in live, and everyone that's on my YouTube channel. You're going to be seeing this in the replay because unfortunately I still have that YouTube 1 week ban because of the WWE video I did last week with my top 10 superstar entrances. YouTube banned me for a week because some of those entrances were copyrighted. So I'll never do that again. But I'll still do WWE top 10s, but we'll have to figure out how I could do them without getting banned. But by the time this video is on YouTube, the ban will have been lifted. So that's good. All right. So don't miss WWE Crown Jewel live on Peacock tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern and 9 a.m. Pacific. Thursday, October 21st. That's tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern and 9 a.m. Pacific. You're definitely going to want to catch it. And if you're not from the United States, it'll be on the WWE Network in your neck of the woods. All right? So thank you, WWE fans, for watching my pre-show. Don't miss my WWE Crown Jewel 2021 recap show, which will be released on Friday, probably after work. So that's going to be a very fun show as well. I think you guys are going to enjoy my Crown Jewel recap show tomorrow, or excuse me, on Friday as well. And tomorrow, check out my 500th video, which will be released tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Tomorrow, I will release my historic 500th video. Don't miss it. I've got announcements for my incredibly historic 8-year YouTube anniversary and much more. It's going to be a very fun video. All right, guys, and WWE fans, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll leave you with Crown Jewel. Is going to be awesome. I believe it. So make sure you watch Crown Jewel. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, the legendary Alex Cardinale, for more awesome WWE videos, including my second episode of WWE Dirtiest Secrets, which will air Saturday at 11:30 p.m. Eastern, and I will talk about the Montreal Screwjob. So I'll see you then. Goodbye, everybody, and enjoy Crown Jewel live today, 12 noon Eastern Time and 9 a.m. Pacific. Goodbye, everybody. Legendary Alex Cardinale here to announce the legendary Alex Cardinale subscriber giveaway presented by Texas Roadhouse. This giveaway is for all of you, all 16,000 of you subscribed to my YouTube channel, the legendary Alex Cardinale. On Sunday, March 6, 2022, I will be celebrating my 8th year as a YouTuber. I will be hosting my 8-year YouTube anniversary. And in order to celebrate that, I'm going to say thank you to my 16,000 subscribers by hosting a prize giveaway presented by Texas Roadhouse. The prize for this giveaway is a customized $75 Texas Roadhouse gift card signed by yours truly, the legendary Alex Cardinale. I will sign the gift card and send it your way. So here is how to enter this contest to win a $75 Texas Roadhouse gift card. Film a video discussing your favorite meal at Texas Roadhouse and your favorite video of mine and favorite thing about my YouTube channel. Now, if you have never eaten at Texas Roadhouse before, then just discuss your favorite video of mine and your favorite thing about my YouTube channel. Email the video to alexgoyankiecardinale19@gmail.com by March 1st, 2022. Anyone that is subscribed to my channel can enter. So I suggest entering so that you can have an all-exclusive entree, appetizer, and dessert, and maybe even a margarita at Texas Roadhouse, courtesy of the legendary Alex Cardinale. So enter right now. Deadline for entry is Tuesday, March 1st, 2022. All video entries will be uploaded to my YouTube channel and the legendary Alex Cardinale subscriber giveaway playlist. Video with the most likes and views wins. The winner will be announced live on March 6th, 2022 during my 8-year YouTube anniversary. Good luck, everybody. Enter now. Remember, entry's deadline is March 1st. Stay legendary, everybody.
Sergeant Alex Cardinale here, wishing you a happy and scary Halloween season. Don't forget, maggots, to turn into the 2021 Halloween Bash, hosted by me, Sergeant Alex Cardinale, live on Halloween night, October 31st at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, right here on my YouTube channel, the legendary Alex Cardinale. Be there or be square, and that's in order.